10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Execration's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 2 between Fnatic versus Execration. You are watching Summit 6C Qualifier, and this is in the lower bracket elimination game. So if Execration loses series, they are out, and they are one game away from losing the series. Fnatic, they're up one game after that amazing performance by pretty much everybody, but Ohio definitely played it extremely well. I'm Luminous, and you guys are joining me for another game of OD by Execration. Hades as well, how are you doing today?
Pretty good, just a bit hungry, but Fnatic versus Execration, yep, they open up with the OD again. Well, we'll see whether Execration managed to pick themselves up with that short interval, and Fnatic, well, you don't need to change what's working so far. So hopefully, I just want to see a better game from Execration, and we may see Game 3.
Oh, we do, because Nyx Assassin is being banned out, and I think Ohio definitely had a part in winning that game. So we're gonna turn gears a little bit. SD Luna. When have I seen this combo before?
The sieging tower. Oh, disaster. If they get a good start, it's gonna be very easy to take towers, especially with power of the Luna. They have the potential for an aggro tri-lane as well. Quite scary actually, and that means as an OD, you need to go for a BKB.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to, but you're right, you kind of have to. And against the sieging tower of Luna, you could, easily shut them down with the Astral Orb, or Arcane Orb, excuse me. But that's kind of somewhere down the line. Let's actually focus a little bit more on the early game, because it feels like both of these teams kind of thrives on having a good early game. Although last game, Fnatic, we gotta remind the viewers, they got wrecked pretty hard in most of their lanes, but they were able to kind of withstand the damage and come back during the mid game.
And I also think that overall Fnatic are the better team. Like Execration, you have all this raw talent on these guys, but maybe they can find a different kind of draft which works for them. Like maybe a better kind of core who is not so farm reliant. Like so far, Execration, the way they've been drafting for him is Invoker, OD, a typical mid heroes which need a lot of farm. They haven't given him like a space creating kind of mid core, and maybe that's something they need so that Rappy is never alone and trying to at least transition smooth into the mid game. But Fnatic taking out the Huskar, as Oracle was the second pick for Execration. Don't want to get cheesed.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of cheese that you could still do with Oracle, right? Because Oracle is to me a very versatile hero.
TA?
I'm thinking more along the lines of like taking advantage of the fact that Purifying Flame is such on a low cooldown. They could just kind of burst people down with, let's say, a couple of casters. But we'll see how Execration ends up using the hero.
And other heroes which you could synergize well with Luna, Slaughter, you can go for Venge, these kind of heroes, but Slaughter's obviously a first ban out, because being on the dire side, you don't want to give that away. Venge is still pretty decent at doing a slightly quicker Roshan, so Fnatic could consider that and the R strat.
Okay. We're back to Demon here on his third pick. He generally plays a Shadow Demon, right, for his team, so we're likely not going to see a Warlock in this game. That's the thing that I'm still trying to somewhat understand. It's like last game, second pick Warlock. This game, maybe not so much. Kind of ignored.
Venge game, dude. It's Venge game. Demon plays Venge. That's his hero for Fnatic.
Yeah, well, he might have to play SD here.
Or you could go for Dazzle, so like a disruption into the Eclipse, and then you always get the heal bomb out. It deals quite a lot of damage. It's great at bursting people down, actually.
Okay. See that. Speaking of heal bomb, Omni's in the pool.
Although, that too.
Taking Omni into Oracle is like kind of asking for trouble. Alright, Demon's kind of digging into his reserve time here.
Maybe he doesn't want to drop his bench yet, but what else can he do? I'm actually still hoping that one day, you know, for in the C region, that you see an anti-mage, Oracle, and Omni Knight on the same team, just like what Wings Gaming did. That was some really sick stuff. So imagine like an anti-mage blinking in, mana burning you, and then you suddenly Purifying Flames and Purification follow up. That's really strong actually.
I see that in my CE pop games all the time. AM mid, Omni safe lane, Oracle roam.
Oh, such good things. So far,
that combination has never been executed in that game.
my solo games is all about the Meepo. I'm not sure why. I always end up playing against Meepo. I played like against 5 Meepo games today.
Okay. I think Meepo is actually very easily countered.
Execration's turn to
You just pick Wyvern, press ult,
Oh,
kills himself.
I wish pubs knew how to use Wyvern.
Yeah. Anyways, we got Ogre Magi being picked up here by Fnatic. That roaming support that AU will most likely play. Doesn't really give away too much of strategy. In fact, it makes your Luna push that much stronger. Alright, we are going to see the Omni Knight. Okay.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Do it, Execration. Make the dream come true. Pick the anti-mage, pull off the combo.
The downside of this lineup that we see so far by Execration is they don't really have good initiators. In fact, they have no initiators. Their best initiation right now is OD blinking in or force staffing himself into set up an Astro. So especially against the likes of Shadow Demon, who's gonna save an ally, you're gonna have a tough time finding kills. So we're gonna need Rappy as well as Gabby to play some pretty sick crowd controlling heroes. Unless this is like a mid Omni or something like that.
He could decide to run an offlane Omni Knight as well, or yeah, I think that's likely, or we'll see who the 4th pick is, and then we can pretty much see how the lanes will go. But Fnatic, this is very unusual. Like, they burn out so much of their draft time. They actually go back for the Ohio Beastmaster.
Okay.
We haven't seen Beastmaster for a while, so this is very unusual. But you can see the synergy with the Inner Beast, and you can Necrobooks up. You can take towers very easily, and that's actually a lot of damage, like with the Necrobooks and plus the Luna Blessing, including Bloodlust. Ooh, that right click is very scary.
I mean, that I agree with, but there are a lot of things of the Beastmaster kit is also somewhat not so good this game. I think one of the major reasons that Demon picked it was the fact that, okay, you have Repel, I don't care, at Beastmaster Roar, I go through it and I kill you. The downside is that, you know, Beastmaster is so single targeted, Oracle suddenly gets much better with his False Promise in terms of saving the target that he roars. And then you got the Necro minions, OD is going to have a field day ripping through them. Yes, OD is going to take a ton of damage, but you have so much sustain from Oracle and Omni Knight, so it makes sense. Like, I understand why Demon's picking this hero. At the same time, it's a very awkward game for Ohio.
It's quite tough, but if you think about it, Beastmaster jumping to the back line, going straight on the Omni Knight. If he does get to the level of farm, or at least if you have the right positioning, you can burn Omni Knight's mana with the Necrobooks, so making him very useless. And the Sand King pickup, it's okay for clearing like the Beastmaster units or the incoming push.
10 seconds remaining.
Not sure how that will lane against Luna though. He may have to play that Sand King jungle for at least a bit, which we used to see.
I think this is more so to address her initiation problem, right? Because Sand King is probably one of the best initiators in the game. The cooldown is really low, and you know, once you get Blink, you're online. And even before you get Blink, you can start roaming and then gank. And of course, if you get Aghanims, well, good times. So I think we're gonna need one more from the side of Execration because you can't put it all in the back of Sand King.
10 seconds remaining.
They could consider, let's see,
5
not
seconds
Slark.
remaining.
Slark, very hard to play against this. You want someone who can... I actually wish they didn't nerf like Gyrocopter's base damage because you don't see him anymore. Like, I would have thought this would be a pretty decent situation to see Gyro back into the pool.
Sure, I can see that. Good at dealing with a lot of Beastmaster's summons.
Yeah, and at the same time, it's one of the heroes where you're willing to run into the Luna once you get a BKB, or at least with the repel onto you, it's pretty okay. Means that you're a bit of a distraction.
You know,
And
it's not initiation, but I feel like Terrorblade kind of synergized well with the rest of the team. Because you have Omni Knight as well as Oracle to protect you. It gives you another very in-your-face hero that Fnatic needs to address. You split out your damage between OD and Terrorblade, which makes Beastmaster's job that much more difficult. But I'm not sure if it's a hero that Execration has played. Or, you know, execute
they could consider it, actually. I agree with you, they could consider it. Or Fnatic themselves, they could pick up the Terrorblade, but Mushi is not a Terrorblade player.
10 seconds
At least you don't see him play that hero too often. That's usually like for Raven. But in that
5
case, that
seconds
means that
remaining.
Mushi would have to play the Luna mid, and that's not ideal. So yeah, Drow. Okay, yeah, it's very
Okay,
it's
that
very
hero's
awkward
still in the
pick.
pool, yeah.
Yeah, but it makes sense because you can match to push. Like you can trade objectives just as quickly as Fnatic, or even quicker if anything. So that's still okay.
Yeah. Again, we still run into the issue where
10 seconds
Execration
remaining.
does not have enough catch or stuns or initiation. So
5
Sand King,
seconds remaining.
which I imagine Rappy will be playing it, has to really pull double DB.
Silencer mid.
Ooh, okay. I like this quite a bit. I mean, Silencer has been seeing a lot of play. And I wonder what build he's going to go for. I'm excited to see that. Are we going to see more utility? Like, remember when Jabs play his Omni Knight mid today, just went for like 4 staffs, Ghost Scepters, that kind of thing? Or are we going to see more of a damage build?
I think utility. He needs more. He needs mobility items. So it's gonna be like maybe a Hurricane Pike or even a Yules, something so that he can escape and stay at the back. But then again, this is where I worry for Fnatic because Ohio needs to get a good start. He needs to get like an initiation item for them. Otherwise, Silencer could go for a mech. I mean, you know, Mushi has been known to run these weird cores mid. Like he started the SF mech
10
thing,
seconds
and
remaining.
he could do that as Silencer as well. But Silencer against OD
5
is
seconds
very
remaining.
weird. You don't see this often.
You don't. And I'm not exactly sure who wins that matchup. Obviously, Silencer has the Glaives of Wisdom to harass. And could set up kills very nicely with Last Word, but we shall see. We do see the standard ports up top, and let's quickly introduce who is playing what. On the side of Fnatic, we got Raven playing to carry Luna. Meanwhile, still in base, we got Mushi running out with Silencer. We got Demon playing that Shadow Demon. Bottom lane, we got AU playing the Ogre Magi. And last but not least, Ohio. Looks like he's not jungling here. He's attempting to lane the Beastmaster, which we'll see if it's going to work out.
With the Ogre is good. Alright, so do I introduce the Radiant side?
Please do.
Okay, so on the Radiant side, Abed playing on your Drow Ranger, DJ on the Omni Knight, Chemo on the Oracle, Gabby on your OD. Last but not least, you have Rappy playing on the Sand King. So hopefully he has a good start against Luna. That's not going to be fun at all, actually.
30 seconds.
Yeah, Luna, Silencer, and Ogre. Or not Silencer. Luna, Shadow Demon, and Ogre. It's going to be a tough lane. Unfortunately, unlike a Beastmaster, he doesn't really have... I mean, he could jungle, but it's not the best. So we'll see. Okay. Now, last time we saw Execration kind of sneak up and do a lane switch, and was able to actually surprise Fnatic quite a bit. Gave themselves like
Begins.
a lead for like the next 10 minutes just off the laning stage. Looks like we're not going to see anything of that sort. We're going to see Gabby now going back mid. Yeah, I'm going to actually kind of put my camera here for a bit and watch how this lane going to go.
A bit of help with the Ogre as well. I would have thought the Ogre would want to help Ohio out, especially against the Drow and Oracle. Looks like they're not too worried about that as Abed. Oh, okay, Ohio tried to drag the creep wave away of the board, but didn't really get to do so.
Yep. Well, Gabby in the mid lane has the worst block, but is trying to mitigate it by getting off a good Astro too. Mushi does have the glaive first, unsurprisingly. Top lane, Rappy, 2 stacks already. Immediate repel. Nice spells, bro. Now they will trade a couple of right clicks on the way out. Now DJ has 2 stacks on him. Gotta be careful with these stacks.
Caustic Finale if they can get the slow, but it's very unlikely they get a kill here because
Yeah.
Luna Blessing opening on Luna. You got Shadow Poison stacks going onto you. You will take. You're pretty much getting out of the lane. Like you don't have a choice. They're gonna zone you out very hard.
Yeah.
And 2 heroes to 1 creep. Not a good way to distribute EXP at all. Bottom lane, going on Ohio, Fortune's End, the Frost Arrows coming out. using the bulk and Ohio to slow him down, and yeah, they were just try to kill that bit of pork, kill the porker.
Yeah.
And all right, that'd be the end of that.
Back on the top lane, AU coming around. I mean, we say that the top lane for Execration isn't doing that well, but I mean, against Ogre, Luna, Shadow Demon, I think this is probably as good as you could expect it to be. And by being up here, the two Fnatic supports are, unable to harass mid, for example. So, and Gabby definitely needs some more help. Gabby playing the mid OD again. Hopefully, he has picked up a couple of pointers in the last game. Because I don't think this matchup is any better for him.
It's a bit better at least. It'll be a hero he's more comfortable with. At least he can do more harassment. Like Mushi is very susceptible to ganks. But hold on, Ayo tried to rotate in for a bit of harassment to Gabby, but didn't get anything off. Ohio, we'll see what he wants to do. Yes, he can use the illusion, maybe pull something away to the side or just block the camp. But yeah, still stuck at level 2. Drow's having a good time with Oracle here. Like if Ohio is not that careful, he could actually still die here despite having the PMS.
Yeah, so for me, I don't think Ohio is getting anything out of the lane that he can't get out of the jungle. Yes, I understand that by being here, he's keeping chemo here as well. I don't know. I feel like maybe Ogre could be here instead, and then they could Ohio could get much quicker a farm, of a Necro Book in the jungle as well.
I'm not sure what the intention top lane is meant to do, because you look at the CS, Rappy's 2-0. Your Luna is 17-4. Like, usually when you run these aggro lanes, maybe I agree you want to get some safe levels on the offlaner, but in this case, I'm not sure whether it's worth it, because DJ is an Omni Knight. He's out leveling the tanking.
Yeah, I think actually it's not really about the farm. Farm will be nice, but for the Sanking, he really wants to get the high level of that Burrow Strike, so he can start, affecting the game. DJ coming around here trying to get some steal. Stacks are being applied on everybody. Demon somehow still has a lot of mana. Every time I look on the top lane, he's been spamming poisons.
I thought he had a mango, or was I wrong? Or was it a clarity? I know
he probably ate the mango then, because he has no items now.
0 items. He doesn't need it. Alright, so at this point, I feel that Ohio should just go to the jungle, because Fnatic is so reliant on him to hit that timing. But he's gonna get an Invis rune, lead some EXP.
That is unfortunate for Gabby, as both of the rune gets taken away. Mushi actually has supports, rune controlling for him.
They need to control the rune. Yeah, they can't let OD get the rune. So this way, at least Mushi can zone Gabby out, or at least force him back to base. That's just a huge plus.
Well, we are in a very slow farm-oriented game. I think this favors the Fnatic team, because for me, the lineup really takes off with a couple of items. Ohio in particular, like I said, needs to hit his timing. And he's actually getting a couple of CS here or there. 6 CS, using his boards to last it.
The late game scaling is not that good. Like Silencer, you need to get kills so that you hit that super crazy DPS by getting intelligence steal. But you look at Fnatic, they only have Luna, a pure late game carry. You look at Execration, they have 2, the Drow. You have Gabby as on the OD, and that's just a lot. That's too much. And at the same time, Omni Knight late game is something you don't want to play against, because he gets super annoying, like really, really annoying.
I mean, there is SD Luna. Like SD to me kind of becomes a core after a while, especially when your Luna gets pretty farmed. And of course, Silencer is game-winning ultimates depending when and how you use it. It's too early to kind of call who's got the ultimate better late game. Especially it comes down to farm as well. I guess we kind of just have to watch the laning stage. It is a bit passive. It comes down to things like last hitting and rune controls and whatnot. And speaking of rune control, Mushi already onto the bottom rune. Quite a big stack here as well. I thought the Ogre was trying to stack it one more time. The rune fight DJ. You gotta be careful. Don't want to get too close to this Ogre.
Or the board for that matter, because of the slow. But yeah, this is a very, very slow-paced game. Or at least both teams they know that this game can go either ways, especially for the mid-game transition. That's where things are really, really key on who hits the timing. And if you lose the fight, you're gonna lose that tiny advantage, or whoever has it right now, you're gonna break the balance, and that's where things can easily go to either of these teams.
Well, I think we're gonna see Execration to start the pressure. We do have a bed hitting level 6, so that's where the spike of damage is available to start sieging the bottom tower. But tower's very healthy, so I'm not sure if they could bring it down one go. They're gonna try though. Here comes a bed. Okay, Bloodlust onto the creeps. Does not debuff towers, because it shouldn't.
But Ohio can just use the boars to like drag the creep aggro away. So the only you just keep getting some pot shots in. That's all you can do as the draw. It's gonna be a very slow push, but maybe the siege card they can try, or a bit of a push. But that just means Fnatic has the option of abandoning the bottom lane, and you can just try for Rappy, maybe get dust, or you can just go on the OD.
Ohio very close to getting level 6 as well, so if he notices the supports of Execration are gone, he could call for a support TP and kill a bed as well with a roar. Might happen sooner than you think.
Tough game, tough game. Demon getting the ward down. Really wants to zone out Rappy. Rappy, do we see you ganking? Is he? I think he's going for that soaring kind of thing.
Who is? Shadow
Rappy,
Demon?
Rappy. I mean Sanking. Because he has the Tranquils.
Okay.
So sometimes you see Sanking's alternate for that, especially in the offlane.
I think this is a rush to blink. Because the soaring's gonna slow it down so much, but we'll see. I guess it's more like a player preference kind of thing. Caustic being applied everywhere. Trying to steal the sack with Burst Strike or cooldown. Something Rappy might be giving up first blood. He doesn't have Sandstorm. He actually just leveled it. Will he Sandstorm? There it is. He needs to run away now. He does. Alright, he's good. Meanwhile, a bed. Now sieging the bottom tower again. Beastmaster level 6. I think he's looking for a TP play somewhere. At least that's what he did last game, but unfortunately, no one really close by. We might see a TP on the mid lane.
They have to roll on Ohio, so they can try. Or smoke with Ayo, maybe? Or go into someone, but because DJ is behind, this is just one of the pains of playing against the Omni Knight. And they don't have... I would look at Fnatic and you realize their draft doesn't have natural diffuser blade carriers. So that's gonna be really annoying. But you do have the Shadow Demon Purge, so that's all you have got going for you. It's one charge, like you don't have an Aghanim Scepter. I think we only saw WG Unity, where they picked up the Ags on X Nova's Shadow Demon at the time, the triple charge.
Yep. Again, that's something you could look towards too, but Demon generally don't get that much farm. So, we'll see though. I think it's actually a very underestimated Ags, and I like to see Shadow Demon players pick it up a little bit more. But,
that's a luxury item. You don't usually get that level of farm.
Mid lane Silencer gets astraled up, but he's fine. Alright, back to farm we go. I mean, maybe Mushi just picks up a hand of Midas. Or maybe so does Gabby, right? Like, such a slow farming game. But Gabby instead, he's going to go back for the exact same build that he did last game. Drums and maybe Blink? Not sure.
Just the drums first. You want to see. Maybe later you can get the Blink. You don't want to, like, you know, maybe a Force Staff just so you can get people away from Fnatic. Or you could use it yourself. But anyways, Fnatic going for a smoke play. They have the Lunar Eclipse, so let's see what they would decide to do with it. They could go into a bed. A bed is the easiest target.
Chemo might. Okay, the beam's gonna hit, but I think Chemo behind the tower is gonna be fine. Sentry Ward's gonna break the ward now. Disruption on Fly Dude Raven. Can't really let loose his goal. Global Side's gonna come out. He's gonna ult off of this. DJ taking a ton of damage. Mushi laying in right now. DJ left. Mushi is right. Demon draws first blood for the team, and they will back the hell out. Global Silence has already ended. Multiple people are porting in, but that's it. No follow-up, no stuns. Rappy, go back to farm. We need you.
It's so awkward right now. Like, they tried to go for a gank, but the ward was there. So, yeah, both teams understanding what's going on, and Fnatic just going back to stacking for Luna. Wait for the Lunas to get maybe a BKB, and then with the BKB, you can try to push if you're more confident in that, because there's so much nuke damage from Execration.
Yeah, Beastmaster, was he even there the last fight? I don't think so, because Roar...
Everyone is mid, because I didn't see anyone else on the minimap. Like, I think everyone else was in mid.
Okay,
I guess further back.
Guess he just never had a chance to use his Roar. Okay.
It's hard. Like, even if you roar somebody, who are you actually going to kill like instantaneously? Look at Fnatic. You don't have super strong nuke besides the Lucent Beam. And even if you do commit the Eclipse, if the Omni Knight happens to be behind or even the Oracle, False Promise is going to be there, Repel is going to be there. Who are you going to kill?
Yeah, I mean, that's why when they picked the Beastmaster, I was like, how much is this pick's gonna do? Because there's so much like built-in counter in the Execration lineup already. So, Rappy, it is, well, the team is on your shoulder now, at least for the next 10 minutes. But are you already setting up some vision for the Roche? I think more so for the Ancients. They definitely don't want to be interrupted when Luna is going for the Ancient stack.
But it's going to be a very slow Ancient stack. Because Raven doesn't have like a lot of DPS, he doesn't have lifesteal.
Radiant's top tower
Got that Quelling Blade though.
It's a Quelling Blade, dude. It's
Yeah.
not going to help you clear that quickly, and Execration decide they could try to contest the stacks as well. But that's if they're willing to face the risk of going to global silence. Like, Mushi's just got it off cooldown.
Okay,
Bit of a
DJ.
showdown between Ohio and DJ, actually.
Yeah, I think Sanking already got his blink. Yep, and then now DJ is taking the lane. I'd be careful when he uses the heal. Could just get bored, but Beastmaster's back in the jungle. I wonder if Beastmaster's gonna go for blink as well. Not exactly a normal build-up because Necrobooks is so good, but I feel like if you want to force the fight, blink might be the item choice. But no, he goes back for the Necrobook part.
They need to push somehow. Because they already lost the top tier 1, and that's with a Luna. Like, how did they even lose the top tier 1? That was against a Sand King and an Omni Knight. These guys are not known for pushing at all. And Drow wasn't, he never went to the top lane. So anyways, middle lane, Abed and Gabby grouping up with Chemo to push the middle tier 1. Bottom trade for Raven. Disruption up from Demon
Don't
to
happy! Oh wow, Global didn't
Global.
come out. Global late! What was that?
Mushi.
Dire's middle tower.
Alright, Mushi not 9k confirmed, but I guess that was just a miscommunication between him and his team. Because one of the strengths of the Silencer pick was to counter the Sanking. But never mind that, Execration will, use the fact that Global is on cooldown and at least get some pot shot damage. Here comes a Blink Burrow Strike on Mushi. Drum's getting popped, and this is where the drum purchase becomes really good. And Fnatic getting caught with their pants down. They do see the Luna on the left side. Suddenly this game, not exactly action-packed, but is heating up. And now the tier 2 will be going down. This is a very important tower to lose because this is protecting that stack on the right side, as well as the Roshan. Tower does go down.
This is so weird for Fnatic right now. I'm not sure what the plan is with the Silencer pick. They're not exactly getting objectives anyways. They did. That was the bottom tier 1 though, so that's a bit of a plus. And Execration can do Roche if they want it. You just wait for the next epicenter, wait for maybe Guardian Angel to come online for DJ. And right now, okay, Fnatic, they will clear this Ancient stack. Hopefully with Raven gets an item on the way. What's it gonna be? Slip Dragon Lance. It's not a BKB. Oh, he really needs that.
Yeah, but right now it's more about the speed of taking the stack, right? And by the time you're taking the stack, you might just lose a tier 1. In fact, I think that will be the trade here.
That's the only trade they can make.
Yeah.
And okay, Sand King gonna TP to the bottom. They're gonna start grouping up. Mushi only +2 at 15 minutes in. Unfortunate, and rough. This is really rough for him. But okay, they do get the Ancient stack clear quite safely, in fact.
In fact, and Execration not really pressuring that much. Okay, I guess they got away with the free stack. This stack is like worth close to 1500 gold or something. It's quite a bit of money. Raven getting most of that. I guess from Execration's perspective, they, a lot of heroes are missing on the map. They don't know if they're ganking. Luna does have his ult back up, so now they will get the tier 1. Glyph is gonna get popped.
Oh, Boar scouts them out.
Okay. They will get the tower, but can they retreat? The Purge will come on Gabby. Blink, Burrow Strike, that's only on 1. Roy's gonna fly against Rappy, but the ult will get dropped here. Gabby laying out the hammer. Raven will be dropping down. No, Raven's gonna run to the right side global and will now come out. Mushi lays it in on Gabby. Here comes the stun, that's a multicast, but being healed back up. And I think with the global down, Execration just could keep pushing. So far, I gotta say 0 for 2 on global usage.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And
Execration keeps going.
Yeah, Fnatic did want to commit as well because the Hawks saw, or just good awareness, because they knew that the Sand King was there, Epicenter was still online, and if they didn't want to fight into that, they could easily have gotten wiped and they would have lost more than just tier 2. So anyways, Execration, they can decide to do Roshan. The silencer pick is just backfiring on Mushi. Like the silencer core thing, maybe it would have worked out, but it's such a high risk, high reward kind of thing. It's not giving any dividends right now. So,
well, now a bed going in right now. The Gust is gonna be there. The Burrow Strike, can they disrupt? Yes, the very last second is gonna be good. DJ gonna heal bomb? No, he doesn't need to because Gabby takes a kill. And now they will back out. There's a Bloodlust on the tower. He runs right. And there's so much sustain on this lineup. Got you know, Purifying Flames, Fortune's End. Got the Purification. Tanking gets it's found on the right side.
Well, they know Rafi's there. They're picking up first.
Okay. He will get out of it. Meanwhile, tier 3 being sieged. Bloodlust or not. Gabby in the front line. Oh, Gabby taking quite a bit of damage from the tower. That Bloodlust actually doing some decent defense. The supports are very high in terms of mana though, so they can keep going. Or not. Looks like they are happy with what they got. Heroes are responding, and they will back off.
Roshan, they need Roshan.
There is more power killed in this game than hero kills. This is some next level Resonant Sleeper stuff. Alright, we're gonna go for Roche.
Ohio needs Necrobooks too. Maybe should have just stuck to the jungle. It's a very greedy off-laner. And such a rough game, man. You know, 4-step and Mushi, they'll go for a 5-minute smoke now. They'll go to the Roche pit to contest. They can win this. This could be the beginning of the comeback. Roche already falling very low. Should be going the way of Execration.
Rappy looking to break the
down.
smoke. And if he gets roared, there's false promise. So we're good. Back to farm. Looks like we do have both the mids going for 4 staffs. Most likely will get turned into a Hurricane Pike. Fnatic not phased by the fact that Roshan was taken. They're going to walk up to the high ground. Chemo. Oh, nice gust here by Ben. I think they will still lose Chemo. Defensive 4 staff. False promise being used. He's going to try to heal himself as much as possible, but he's dead. Gabby still wants to fight. I'm not sure about this. They haven't committed war or anything else. Alright, Gabby. It looks like he'll be okay. The Necrobooks being left behind. I think they're gonna get mopped up quite easily. Okay, nobody goes for the Necrobooks. Alright, we're ganking Necrobooks.
Oh, nice 200. Easy 200 gold. It's only a level 1 Necrobook, so alright. And Fnatic, very awkward smoke. It looked like they had a good moment, but they just don't have any initiation at all.
Yeah,
so
that's why I suggested Ohio going Blink. Because they just needed some catch. Ohio now looking for Gabby. He is... They're pinging out a bed. Force that forward. Plural strike. Gus. Oh, everything's faster. And now Gabby in a lot of trouble, but he forced that himself out. And I think the global, not to Mushi's fault, but they can't take advantage of it. Gabby now forced that forward, sees Mushi, cannot get him out. Blink Burrow Strike finds Demon. Demon's also dead after a purification. And guess what? They're gonna go the other way. Arrows are being drawn. I think it's more so the fact that Silencer Global cannot be capitalized by anything. They just don't have the gap close. They don't have the initiation power to take advantage of the Global.
Execration just walk it off. And you look at the 4 staffs on Gabby and the Hurricane Pack incoming on Drow Ranger. The stuns are constantly coming out from Rappy. And with the repel on DJ, not to mention you've got your Oracle always waiting in the back line. Fnatic have just no way of ever taking a proper fight.
Yeah.
Execration are actually running this very tight and coordinated. So this will be a bottom tier 3. Or they can just slowly siege.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Fnatic is only down the global. They still got the Eclipse. They still got the Roar. So if they find a good chance to take the fight, maybe they can. Gabby is taking a lot of damage, but like I mentioned earlier, so much sustain on the side of Execration. Alright, Gabby pokes uphill. Tower will go down. Blink Burrow Strike on Mushi. This time he's got the 4 staff. He's got the save from his allies. Demon. Oh my god, he's taking so much damage. Nice gust here by Abed, just zoning AU out. Don't think he'll get the kill, and now the roar goes on the backline. Chemo gonna get focused. He is gonna be dead. That Eclipse doing so much damage. DJ taking a lot more as well. Ravi's gonna get blown up. Gabby goes back in, drops the hammer. Double kill here. It looks like he will go down, but he does have the Aegis. Ohio being focused. Mantis House gonna get used by a bed. Buyback here from the Ogre Magi, and Gabby needs to retreat. He needs his force stab. He's trying to TP out, but good luck with that. Execration overextends here. Beats 4 kill. And suddenly the game a lot more even. Raxes are protected. Buyback was used, but I think very well worded as a 2k net worth exchange here for Fnatic.
Only a buyback in the Ogre, and he's the poorest hero on Fnatic, so that's not a huge loss. That's still okay. And as long as they hold the barracks, that's still a huge win for Fnatic. Finally, they find themselves a good team fight. Good job going all into the back. I think they had a flank with the smoke, maybe. And yeah, so Raven finally finding a good opening with that Eclipse. Really, really well played. And maybe they just have found themselves, you know, a bit of an opening. As Ohio's going to build himself to dagger. You need 1900 gold.
I think you need to go dagger here, and you don't
he needs the
upgrade
dagger. You don't go necro books. You really need the dagger.
Watch him like straight by his Necro Book 2 right now. Oh, he's going dagger. Yeah.
Yeah, if he goes to the necro book 2, I think I might just actually cry.
Well, I mean, Necro Book 2 is not a bad item. It's just
It's not. It's what the team needs. I mean, like spring dagger.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A bed is are they gonna go back is the question. Like no Aegis this time. And Global is back up on the side of Fnatic. I think Execution must feel like they need a pick first. DJ moving forward.
Center. Well, that's a really good hawk positioning, but it's nighttime, so they won't have vision of that.
Okay, Blink Dagger is up now, so let's see who is going to be looking for the jump. I think Chemo is the person again, but it's going to be Rapid coming in first. Mushi, and looks like Global will come up, but the Epicenter has already been channeled. Mushi is dead. Gabby does have to repel. It gets purged off right now, so he's fine. You know, Rapid needs to get himself out, and meanwhile, a bed on the backline just doing so much damage. He zones all the hero away. They ping the racks. They don't lose anybody. They will get the racks, and perhaps the tier 3 on the left side as well. They are rotating left forward, and again, Chemo as well as DJ keeping everybody a amount of HP.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Rough game. So Execration gonna secure themselves a second lane of barracks. Nothing Fnatic can do. The death timers are pretty low. Oh, but Raven denied the range racks, Kappa. But okay, Execration gonna secure themselves a second melee barracks.
Yeah. And
Not
maybe
sure.
more. Actually, they can't get more because tier 2s is still up.
Yeah. And not sure how Fnatic actually come back into this. A really farm Luna is okay, but they're just too far behind. The Beastmaster, yeah, with the Blink Daggers, Mushi getting jumped like that, not ideal. So Execration have over 10k net worth advantage. They're just going away with this game. Nice. I like the way they adapt strategy for game 2.
Yeah, I mean, technically you could go for a big stat item on Raven, like let's say a butterfly, and then you use your Shadow Demon Illusion and make the comeback that way, but I just don't think that Raven has the space or time to get the farm, because most likely Execration will group up once again, just take the tier 2 top and continue sieging, or maybe wait for the next Roche, but Raven just won't have like the 10 minute that he needs to farm. Okay, Fnatic goes for a defend on the tier 2.
This is the last resort play. They have to find something of this.
It's the backstab play that they made, right? They're gonna see DJ, but he popped the Glimmer Cape. Sentry's gonna get dropped down. DJ will be dead. Astro saves him. No, he's still dead. Demon gets a kill.
Oh, no Omni Knight. They buy themselves a bit of time, but may not be enough. They try for a trade for the T1 mid, and that's all they can do.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I wonder if they're gonna go for another backstab play. They don't have Beastmaster Roar here, so probably not. Execration will get themselves out. BKB from Drow Ranger, interesting.
That's probably just for the Eclipse. That's the only huge nuke, the only way they have of killing him. Because Luna so far has no way of ever reaching the Drow. So it will never get to that point where it's in that 400 range and disabling the marksmanship. So tough. And this defensive item is a huge thing for the Drow, actually. I like it. They don't even need to go Roche. I think with this BKB, it's 10 seconds. They can just go straight for high ground.
Yeah. Fortunately for them, the top lane is pretty pushed out by is these Manta Illusions or Shadow Demon? Looks like it's Manta Illusions. We gotta go back up top and get that lane shoved out. We do have the Aghanim finish on Rappy, so we thought his initiation was good. It's gonna get better. Actually, Rappy is only really going for the one-man burrow strikes, right? Hasn't been going for those 2-3-man burrow strikes. Not to his fault. I think one-man burrow strikes are just fine. Got the job done, you know? Alright, they were already preparing for this Hawk. Right, easy.
It's really hard for them to push as well. I mean, to defend. Despite having all these spells available, they need to time. There's this very tiny window where if you purge a bed of the Repel or the Guardian Angel, you need to immediately follow up with the Silencer. So this is Fnatic. They need to like pull out some really strong teamwork here to win this team fight if they are to somehow pull themselves back into this game.
You can see that Execration is also expecting a backstab. They're drawing the lines, expecting Beastmaster to come in from the back. And honestly, Execration, all they have to do is just wait. Ohio blinks out, the global comes out, but there's not any of that follow-up that you were mentioning. Ohio blinked forward, they wanted a roar, global flew out, and it did not work. So now we're down global, which honestly, global hasn't done a thing this game either to begin with, so we're not down much, I guess.
Yeah, so Fnatic, I don't see how they defend this right now.
Burrow strike, oh that will help, but he blinks back out, no follow-up here in AU, getting focused down here by, okay, he's gonna be fine. Roar comes up from the back line, they see Kibo, but the Astro is gonna be good. Now DJ getting focused on the left side, he's got Limit Cape as well, everybody's fine. Burrow strike and Epicenter being used, Rappy missing the Burrow, but it's fine, he's doing enough damage. Raven being focused, he does not have BKB. Defensive disruption will come through, but I do believe the front line of Fnatic's getting broken. They lose one hero. Everybody's dropping pretty low, but you still got Omni. You still got the heals. Glimmer Cape helping it dead out. And they will just reset, heal back up, and continue with the push.
No Eclipse, no Global Silence. Things do not look right at all for Fnatic. We should be seeing a game 3 pretty soon because there's just no way. And when you don't have the Eclipse, there's just no way of dealing with the Sand King. Silencer doesn't do enough damage. Global Silence has done nothing this game, like you mentioned. And Shadow Demon purging off the Omni Knight, you have to worry about Oracle as well. So I'm not sure who they can fight. And look at Rappy constantly trying for these long burst strikes. He's really testing, and they're so far ahead. He can afford to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, there's not much punish. Beastmaster Roar is really the only spell that could do it. Now this tier 3 will finally go down. One stat's down. Oh, the tier 4, or sorry, the Raxes are, I mean, it's only a matter of time. Alright, Execration confidently walks up the hill again. Now focus on the range Rax. Gabby does take quite a bit of damage here from the Silencer, but go back, rinse and repeat. Raven inching forward.
Global just came off cooldown, so maybe they have a second chance. Try again.
Alright, so we don't have global again. And now, okay, we do! And now Gabby comes through, and yes, he's gonna be dead though! He can't Astro himself. Nice last word by Mushi there in the bed. We'll get disrupted, and this could be, they could be getting, oh no, he pops the BKB. Now he turns it around. Epicenter comes off cooldown as well. Raven will go down. A bed will barely survive. Thanks, False Promise. Will now turn around against Ohio. He needs to be healed. Somebody, for the love of God, heal him, or he will blow up. I don't think he has been healed. Oh no, the misplays, but I think they have done enough. A bed buys back. Or sorry, Gabby buys back. Mushi looks like he will be safe. AU buys back, and so does Raven. Okay. They hold? At the very least, they hold.
They do, but Luna, with no money now, can't afford to upgrade your items. That just sets them back. Like, even though you do hold, it's okay if Execration break the bank because they have so many powers to fall back on. They don't have to worry about it. So it's not the same for Fnatic. They do not have that luxury. Right now, Execration gonna secure themselves second Roshan of the game, and Tough game. Fnatic need to contest this Roshan, and they need to get the Aegis. Otherwise, I don't really see how they hold again like that, unless they go into one miraculous fight. That was the kind of fight they needed. Like, we saw Mushi, the Global Silence, immediately take care of the OD. They actually almost killed the Drow way sooner as well. So within that tiny window, they really need to kill off these two heroes. And then, I would say, at least you do it once, you can find yourself back into this game.
When you said Mushi has global and I said he didn't have global, just me.
Yeah, I was just watching it because when you said that, he literally just got it on cooldown.
I just want to say that Mushi hasn't actually landed any global, so it's as if he doesn't have any. Anyways, Mushi gets caught here, but looks like he will be fine. He does have the whole team backing him up. And Execration probably don't need to do anything special. Ohio's in some like Mission Impossible stuff right here. He does see Kivo. He could just blink down, roar him. He does need the proper follow-up. They have to... They see Kivo. Blink, roar. Okay, that's going to be a Sniper Reno. They got him. And they got Global coming back up. They could actually take advantage of Chaos and do something. Execration says, okay, whatever. We're going to keep on pushing.
Really well played. Like, you just have to give credit to Fnatic for fighting so long and still managing to find a hold into this game. They haven't given up. This is just some of that sea spirit. Fight till the end, even when you say GG end. Oh,
okay.
Mushi.
Mushi getting caught. Defensive force after coming out. Are they going to global off of this? Looks like nothing just yet. A bed. Is he going to get first? No. Demon's going to be dead. Guardian Age is going to come out and a bed moving forward. Kind of a chaotic fight here. Global still has not been committed yet. AO drops to about half HP. Meanwhile, Burrow striking in the back line. Ohio gets found. He was looking for some global. Comes out to save some allies. And we go forward. Gabby's going to be dead. That's going to be his Aegis. His teammates need to come back in. Rappy does have Epicenter. And now AU trying to juke up, but he is going to be dead. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade. Gem hits the deck. Well, they got Gabby's Aegis, but they need it a little bit more. Epicenter still available on Execration. I think this is really it. There's no more gas left in the tank of Fnatic. And we're going to see some buildings drop. Oh, force staff forward here. I don't think that was his force staff. Rappy's going to be fine. It's the last racks here. They want Mushi. The roar is going to be there. They want Gabby. Can they actually save him? False promise will come through. Somebody, for the love of God, heal Gabby. Looks like he is being healed. Mushi letting them blade fly. He blinks left, and he will survive. A bet, though, maybe not having better luck. Oh my God, the Epicenter will come through. Mushi in the air for a bit, and when he comes down, he's dead. All right. Now Fnatic really forced to fight when 5 is not alive because they just do not have the time. Blinks forward, Gabby. A buyback coming out from Mushi. Raven getting caught. He is fine for now. I mean, the last rack still holds. Meanwhile, tier 4s are going down the mid lane. This is really a losing battle, like pyrrhic victory.
Never say never, Lumi. Never say never. Always gotta hold on, no matter how long it takes. Almost like that episode again.
I don't know what they're holding up towards. We see mangoes being eaten by Raven just to get some mana fast. When they get Cliff available, they could pop it right now to buy themselves a couple more seconds, but Cliff finally gets used. Burrow Strike will find Raven. Raven dropped low. Raven dead. I don't think he has buyback anymore. And now in the front line, where's the damage output? Ohio's dead as well. Mushi's next. And we're going to see the GG coming out. AU and Mushi after, and there you go. Everybody dead. GG comes out. Sea Spirit destroyed. And we're going to go to game 3.
Really tough game, but still entertaining to watch. Like Fnatic holding on for as long as they did. I was surprised it didn't like end at least 5 minutes earlier. So, well, kudos to them and well played to Execration. This is what they needed to pick themselves up. We will see game 3.
Was it entertaining to watch though?
I think it was. Like to see them push that draft to its